This is the Pirates Postcast, your instant game reaction for the Pittsburgh Pirates, part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
Welcome to the Pirates Postcast, brought to you by FanDuel on the Locked On Podcast Network. I'm Ryan Alexander from the North Shore 9. The Pirates blow two huge leads today against the Phillies, rivalry week in MLB. They lose in 10 innings, 11-9, in just a wild game. If you're looking for a deeper dive on the Pirates after this postcast, check out Gary Morgan on Locked On Pirates for your daily look at everything Buccos. And on this show coming up, we're going to talk about obviously the epic bullpen collapse. Everybody was giving up runs at the worst time, and 8 runs wasn't good tonight. Wasn't good enough tonight. We'll talk about Brandon Lowe. He hit 2 home runs, leads the team with 12. And Marcell Ozuna, we had a cone catch, ladies and gentlemen. He homered, and somebody, we'll talk about it, caught it with a cone. So all of that and more on this show of the Pirates Postcast. So let's get into it. The Pirates take a 6-0 lead against the Phillies today in the 3rd inning. And you're thinking 6 runs is a good start against the Phillies. Now, the Phillies have a good lineup. They obviously have Kyle Schwarber, who's on an incredible pace. We'll talk about that as well. Bryce Harper. So you start thinking 6 runs, is it enough? Ashcraft started off was not his most efficient self, or not his most I wouldn't say it wasn't the best start of his game, but he was battling against the Phillies. Had a quality start until they took him out in the 7th inning with a couple outs. He ends up going 6 2/3. Mason Montgomery comes in, gives up a first pitch home run to Kyle Schwarber, which makes Ashcraft's line a set of 3 runs and a quality start. He gives up 4 runs in the 6.2. But you're still up at that point. Like, the Pirates were up 6-0 and then 8-3. And after those 2 runs, it's 8-5. You start thinking, okay, we don't know if 6 runs was enough. Is 8 runs enough? And we get into the 9th inning. Gregory Soto, who's been really good this season, has kind of propelled himself into the closer role at this point. He comes in, and first at bat, Sosa grounds it to Connor Griffin. Griffin makes an error, it was kind of hit to him to the left a little bit. He had it and then just couldn't pick it up, dropped it, made the throw, almost got him on the throw, was just a bang play and was behind. So it starts off with an error, and that wasn't the greatest start to the inning, but you're thinking, okay, Soto can do this. You're up 3 runs. Let's do it. He gets a ground out at the next at bat. Then he walks Garcia. Trey Turner singles. So you got bases loaded with Kyle Schwarber up. And Kyle Schwarber already has 2 home runs on earlier in the night. He's got 20 now on the year. He leads, I believe, Aaron Judge by 4 home runs. And this is not the guy you want to pitch to. They walk him. We're not intentionally. It was kind of a intentional walk. Makes it 8-6. Brings up Bryce Harper, not much better. Bryce Harper technically goes down as a single off the wall. It was reviewed. He was basically a foot away from a home run, if that, maybe a half foot. He singles in 2 runs, ties the game. Schwarber going to 3rd, gets thrown out. They review that as well. He's out. And then Alec Baum flies out into the next at bat to make the 3rd out. But Soto gives up 3. It's 8-8 now. Pirates go to the bottom of the 9th inning. They don't score any runs. We go to the 10th. They bring in Dennis Santana, who was your previous closer, and he's had a couple rough outings. Kind of lost the closer role. And I'm on Twitter saying he's fine. His demise was premature. Maybe not. Maybe we're just cooked overall. He comes in and he couldn't get it out in extra innings. You got the runner on second. Marsh doubles. Bryson Stott singles. He steals second. Another single. They bring in Brendan Bidwell at that point. He gets the next 3 outs, but Santana gives up 3 runs and you're down 11-8. And Santana didn't get any outs. Between Santana and Soto, it's a brutal look right now in that bullpen. It's just we've had about, we talked about this week. We've had about 7 or 8 games where the Pirates were games they should have won, and they didn't. They ended up losing them. Games that they were ahead early, 3-0, like the Rockies game. Games that they blown saves late in the game. Santana's had a couple. Now Soto. Matson had a blow up in like the 7th inning, one game. So they've had a lot. This game at home, you got the Phillies, you got them on the ropes. You chase Aaron Nola out of the game in the 4th inning. He goes 3 2/3. And you're up 6-0. I mean, this was the loss of the year to this point. And you've had a handful of losses that have been bad. But this was the worst one. Worst one for me. When you're up 6-0 at home against the Phillies and that 8-3, you got to close these games out. You have to close these games out. You win tonight, don't even matter what happens tomorrow. You have Paul Skeens going Sunday. You can take this series against the Phillies. Now you lose this one, and you lose tomorrow. You know you're losing the series, and now Skeens has to try to salvage a game in the series. It's just a horrendous loss tonight. Absolute horrendous. Epic bullpen collapse. I can't say it enough. And this is why, like, obviously this team's more talented than we've seen in the past, probably since 2016, 2015. They're a lot more talented. They're over 500. Like I think the floor for this team is like a 500 team at this point. But it's really hard to take them seriously when they have that series, like when, the Cardinals come in at home 4 straight games and just beat you around the park. And then you have a game like this where you're up 6-0 and 8-3 and you can't close it out. And you've had about 5, 6, 7 games like this year. So it's really disappointing. That Cardinal series, I was ready to like call this season off. Like, it was just so disappointing. And it's because of that, because this team is talented and you want them to take that next step. But at this point, it looks like it's too soon. I don't know if it's going to be this year. The starting rotation has been so good. The lineup is so improved. You got power. We're going to talk about the guys that were hitting power tonight and that you acquired in the offseason. But you have a bullpen here that can't close out games when you're up 6 runs. And it's hard to take them seriously at this point when they have series like against the Cardinals and then they keep having games like this where you just can't get out of your own way. So we come back, we'll talk about that offense tonight, the power from some of the guys they acquired in the offseason, and we'll try to close this one out and find some kind of silver lining. The NBA playoffs are here and every possession matters. If you're looking to get even closer to the action, FanDuel has a great offer to get you started. Right now, new customers can bet $5 and get $150 in bonus bets if your first bet wins. That's right. Turn $5 into $150 in bonus bets just for getting started. You can check stats, trends, matchups before making your picks, which makes the whole experience make the whole experience feel a lot more informed. It's a really easy app to navigate, and it makes playoff basketball even more engaging from start to finish. Tomorrow, the Pirates play another game against the Phillies. As I mentioned, they are a big underdog tomorrow at plus 154 on FanDuel with Bubba Chandler on the mound. So maybe they bounce back. Maybe you can get some plus odds and get that from the Pirates being a big underdog tomorrow. Head to FanDuel.com to get started. FanDuel, play your game. If you've ever opened your bank account and thought, where did all my money go? You're not alone. Keeping track of subscriptions, spending, and bills can get overwhelming fast. That's where Rocket Money comes in. Helps you take control of the finances all in one place. It tracks all your subscriptions in one spot and can help cancel the ones you don't need with just a few taps. and you can set budgets, get alerts, and stay on top of upcoming bills. It just makes everything feel more organized and gives you a clearer picture of your finances day to day. Rocket Money is a personal finance app that helps find and cancel unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps lower your bills so you can grow your savings. Let Rocket Money help you reach your financial goals faster. Join at rocketmoney.com/locked-on. That's rocketmoney.com/locked-on. Workplace chaos, deadlines stacking up, inbox overflowing, and the one position you have to fill still sitting open. When the pressure's on and you need the right hire, this is a job for sponsored jobs. Indeed, sponsored jobs helps you reach the people who actually fit what you're looking for. Skills, experience, location, so you're not just hoping the right candidate stumbles across your post. And here's a stat that says it all. In the minute I've been talking to you, companies like yours made 27 hires on Indeed, according to Indeed data worldwide. So if you're hiring, spend less time searching and more time interviewing candidates who check all your boxes with Indeed sponsored jobs. Spend less time searching and more time actually interviewing candidates who check all your boxes. Less stress, less time, more results. When you need the right person to cut through the chaos, this is a job for Indeed sponsored jobs. And listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit to help get your job to the premium status it deserves at Indeed.com/podcast. Just go to Indeed.com/podcast right now and support our show by saying you heard about Indeed on this podcast. Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply. Need to hire? This is the job for Indeed sponsored jobs. All right, so yeah, let's start. Let's go back to the offense. You know, this game started off so nice for the Pirates. The third inning, it's 0-0, and the Pirates come to bat. They bat all nine in their lineup bat in this inning, and they got basically 3 2 RBI hits. So it starts off Connor Griffin singles, Endy Rodriguez walks. You have a sacrifice bunt by Triolo. And then Cruz, big RBI single, 2 RBIs. Griffin and Rodriguez score. Cruz gives the Pirates the first lead of the game. They're up 2-0. Then Brandon Lowe homers to right field, makes it 4-0. And they didn't quit there. Reynolds singles, O'Hearn flies out, and then Marcell Ozuna, the big bear. You're hoping he continues to get going in May, which he kind of already has. He homers. And it's 6-0 Pirates. And he not only homered, Yohan Ramirez in the bullpen, about the only good thing the bullpen did tonight, he caught Ozuna's home run ball in the cone, which was pretty cool. So the vibes were high at that point, guys. 6-0. The bullpen's catching home run balls in the cones, and things are looking good. And I don't know, maybe that was a sign Ramirez should have pitched this game, because nobody else could really get outs. But yeah, so you're up 6-0. The Phillies get a couple runs back in the 5th inning. Schwarber homers, hits his first of the game. But the Pirates came right back. Brandon Lowe homers again. And they just, it's 8-3. So you get up 6-0, then it's 6-3. And you're thinking, well, 6 runs probably isn't enough. They keep pouring it on. It's 8-3, and you're thinking, okay, here we go. Ashcraft comes back out for the 7th, gets the 2 outs. They bring in Mason Montgomery, lefty to face Schwarber. It doesn't matter. Schwarber is on some kind of run right now. He homers into the bullpen. Nobody caught it with a cone there, and it's 8-5. And you start thinking 8 runs ain't enough. And it turned out it wasn't. And just to kind of give a little note on Schwarber and how hot he's been. So that was his 20th home run of the season. OptaStats on Twitter tweeted it out. This is the earliest date any player has reached that mark in MLB history. The previous record was Luis Gonzalez of May 17th in 2001. So Schwarber, I mean, he had what did he have last year? 60 home runs or whatever. He's trending even higher than that. So Yeah, be careful with him the next two games of this series. He's on some kind of run right now. Like I said, he's 4 home runs ahead of Judge. But that made it 8-5. And the Pirates offense didn't add on in these later innings. And you're just kind of hoping this 3 runs is enough. It's going to hold up. It's a save opportunity. Here comes Gregory Soto. And we talked about it to lead off the show. Just couldn't get it done. The bullpen couldn't get outs. Dennis Santana comes in. I got egg on my face because I'm like, why don't we just bring in Santana? Well, they did in the 10th, and he wasn't any better than Soto. So I don't know what to do here, guys. We know Jared Jones is on his way back, still probably a couple weeks away from that. Whether he goes to the pen or Bubba goes to the pen or Majinski goes, that'll help. But I don't know. They got to do something now to fix this bullpen. Brandon Bidwell made his second appearance, the Australian reliever, and he looked good in that extra inning after the Phillies made it 11-8. So I don't know. I don't know if you move him up more. Matson, we hadn't seen him since Sunday. Greg Brown was speculating basically that he was like shut down then. They'll have to see what happened. But then he was warming up in the 10th inning in the bullpen. So I don't know if he was going to be coming in. We don't know what's going on with Matson, but he hasn't been very good either as of late. Just not many answers right now in that bullpen. And yeah. But yeah, Ozuna homers. Lowe hits 2 home runs. Lowe leads the Pirates right now with 12 on the season. I mean, you can't say enough about Lowe, O'Hearn, the pickup. O'Hearn homered the last 2 games. Didn't homer tonight or have a good game. But yeah, it's frustrating, guys, because they should have won this game. And we've had about 8 of these now this year where they should have won. So that's the show tonight. Wish we had a better result. Thanks everyone for tuning in and listening or watching. And we'll be back tomorrow with the Pirates. They have another, I think it's a 4:00 game on Saturday. And we will be back. And I think Nate will be on. I think Nate was at the game tonight. So we'll have to hear about that from him. But he'll be on the game. He'll be on the postcast tomorrow, recapping the game and everything. So that is it for me. Pirates lose 11-9. Rough one tonight. Thanks, everyone. Peace.